So, once again, I got some bitching to do about people's ability to fucking drive a vehicle. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Alright, so... I guess a few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago now, some dumbass had the ramp on his trailer down and was dragging his fucking ramp and caused a fire from the sparks. How do you not know your fucking trailer ramp is being dragged? You gotta be a fucking idiot. About a week and a half ago, I was dropping a goat off over at somebody's house, selling them a goat, and they were late meeting up with me, and they replied with, well, sorry, we had to stop and put out a fire. Somebody was dragging the chains to their trailer, and the sparks caused a fire. Do you not know to like twist them so they're not dragging on the ground? What the fuck is wrong with people? And then, let's see, Monday, two things Monday. Monday, I'm driving down the dirt road, leaving my neighborhood, and I'm behind the biggest plume of fucking dirt I've ever been stuck behind. I mean, the amount of dust coming off the rig in front of me was ridiculous. I was doing 15 miles an hour, trailing way behind whatever the hell was in front of me. At least I thought I was way behind, because there was so much dust I couldn't even make out the vehicle. When all of a sudden I see a rear end of a trailer, and I'm about to fly into it. I'm about to hit the motherfucker. I didn't, thankfully. And I noticed that the trailer's not moving. The dust cloud clears, and I see the truck in front of it and an old couple standing outside screaming and yelling at each other. So I get out to go fucking help them, and it turns out the old guy hooked up his trailer, was taking a bunch of shit to the dump, didn't latch the top of the trailer or pin it. Hell, he didn't even hook up the trailer lights. He just dropped it on the ball and hooked up the chains. The fuck? So of course, the trailer popped off the ball and came down onto the ground, and when he stopped, the trailer locked up underneath the truck. I had to figure out how to get the motherfucker out. Then I go to pull onto the 60 leaving Stanford Road, and there's a truck hauling a car trailer flying down the road with one ramp, dragging behind him. Really, people? Really? I was just waiting for the fire to start. I mean, I called DPS and informed them, gave him a description of the vehicle. I couldn't get his plate number because I couldn't catch up to him. He was hauling ass. I'm not going to tell you how fast I was going trying to catch up to his truck, but he was hauling ass. There wasn't anything on his trailer. He was hauling an empty trailer, and he was hauling ass, passing people and shit, heading west onto 60 into Sholo. The fuck? Just dragging the fucking ramp behind him, sparks and all. I'm glad he didn't start a fire. I mean, seriously, people, come on. Can you get any dumber? Don't answer that, because we all know you can. I mean, shit, just look at liberalism. Alright, so there's that part of the rant. The other part, let's see. Look, I don't have a problem with going the speed. I'm a speed demon, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer to go faster than slower. I'm not even gonna try to deny it. However, I perfectly don't have a problem with setting my cruise control to exactly the speed limit and just cruising along. Why? Because I don't like paying tickets. I don't get ticketed that often, and when I do, I got a pretty good success rate of getting them dismissed in court. However, what I do have a problem with is going below the speed limit. People, I drive 9 miles of Highway 60 regularly, 9 miles. East of Sholo, leaving Sholo, heading east out of Sholo, heading west into Sholo, and that's about my extent of Highway 60 for the most part. And I gotta tell you something, 8 miles of it is listed at 65 miles an hour. Not 45, not 50, not 55, and not 60. 60 fucking 5, people. Now, I get it if you're hauling a heavy load, if you're driving a piece of shit, and you just can't go faster than 65, or you can't go faster than 45. I can understand that. And you know what? You can look at a vehicle and tell if that's the situation or not. And there's no hostility, there's no animosity. I don't get irritated at all, because I know that feeling. I used to have a piece of shit Jeep that couldn't go over 50 fucking 5. Hell, most of my trip back and forth between Snowflake and Phoenix, I was only going 45. So I get that sometimes you just can't go the speed limit. And like I said, you can look at a vehicle and tell if that's the case. It's not usually the case. Most of the people who are going so fucking slow, especially heading east out of Show Low, are waiting to turn left onto Borden Ranch. And I'm sorry, that's several miles down the goddamn road. Get your ass into gear and punch it, motherfucker. Or pull the fuck over and walk. Stop obstructing the regular flow of traffic. Now, I'm not the best wheelman around. I know that. There are people better than me, but you know what? I ain't met them. I'm a badass motherfucker behind the wheel. Hell, actually, you know what? Correction, I know some people that are pretty scary behind the wheel. They've done some shit that I'm just completely amazed. I knew a dude who was asleep at the wheel, and I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Arizona roads, but over in, I think it's called Adamsville, where Adamsville Cemetery is or whatever, I forget the name of that road, but coming from Coolidge to Florence, I know somebody who took that little windy ass road sleeping and stayed between the lines. And you know how I know they were sleeping? Because I was sitting in the passenger seat trying to wake that dumb ass up. I've seen motherfuckers, same motherfucker, I've seen motherfuckers so zoned out from being on the road that they moved into oncoming traffic on a 2-lane highway thinking they were driving on the interstate on a double-lane road. No, buddy, them headlights coming at you ain't on the other side of a medium. They're in the lane you're in. And they still, oh shit, okay, moved over and kept on driving like there was no tomorrow. It's like, shit, I'm gonna die. But I didn't, because he was a badass motherfucker behind the wheel. Just learn how to drive, people. Shit, like right now, I'm heading west into town, and this whole video I've been doing 55 miles an hour, and I could go 60, but then I'd be kissing the tailpipe of the motorcycle in front of me, and I'm not that much of an asshole. Now, I'd pass the motorcycle, but the motorcycle is literally tailgating the truck in front of him, who is tailgating the budget van in front of him. And so I'd have to pass all 4 of them at the same time. And if you paid attention to any of my videos, I really can't go over 65 in my fucking truck. It's got issues, man. It's got an electrical issue that I just can't trace. So I love my truck, but it's a piece of shit. Now, I don't think anybody who actually like knows me in this area actually watches my video. I think only like 3 of them are friends with me on Facebook. So a lot of you might not even know the area I'm talking about, but you understand. Go to speed limit. Now I'm entering another area right now, and I'm gonna go into another topic. So they're redoing the fucking road right here, just leaving Show Low or coming into Show Low, however your perspective and point of view is. Okay, when I moved over to this side of the mountain, they were redoing this road and turning it from a 2-lane highway into a 4-lane highway. Now they finished it. Now for some reason they're re-asphalting it. It's been like 3 months since they finished it, and they're re-asphalting. Don't ask me. But they've dropped the speed limit back down to 35 miles an hour for this 1.5 mile drive or whatever it is. And I can't tell you how many people have tried to run me off the road, flip me off, and screamed and yelled at me because I go 35. It's a construction zone. It doesn't say 35 when workers are present. It just says 35 miles an hour. All right, so I go 35. And I can't, like I said, I mean, people are always trying to run me off the road, fucking cuss and yell at me, get all butthurt and pissed off. But today I saw something that really fucking pissed me, really ground my gears, really got under my skin. So I slowed down to 35 as usual, and the car's in front of me because I had to come into town earlier, so this is my second trip into town. So I slowed down to 35, and of course everybody passed me, and they passed me. I'm going 35, cruise control set 30-5. These motherfuckers are passing me and disappearing into the distance. And not only did a Sholo police officer passed me heading the opposite direction, but we passed 3 that were parked on the side of the road, and not one of them pulled the motherfucker over. But no! Oh no! They didn't pull not one of them fucking speeding motherfuckers over, but they pulled up behind me and were tailgating my ass. And I know he was running my plates because, you know, you can look in the rearview mirror and you can see what the fuck they're doing. So I know he was running my plates. So it was like, why you want to fuck with me? Huh? Why don't you want to do your fucking job and pull these cocksuckers over that are speeding in a fucking construction zone, especially while workers are fucking present, but yet you gonna tailgate my ass? The fuck is, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got no respect for law these days. They just pissing me off with their inability to do their fucking job. You got one job. One fucking job, people. Now somebody answer me this question right here. Why am I driving through Sholo, through a construction site, and I got Snowflake PD parked monitoring the workers? Why? Why Snowflake PD? Oh, I know why. Because Sholo cops can't do their damn job. I think my rant's over. I think I hit like 12 minutes on this video. So I'll chat at y'all later. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out.